And the publisher of the Daily Mirror owes Prince Harry £140,000 after a London judge ruled the British tabloid hacked the prince's phone. Harry joined more than 100 other celebrities in suing the Mirror Group newspapers for unlawful information gathering. The judge says hacking was widespread and habitual, and private investigators were an integral part of gathering information unlawfully. ABC's Maggie Rulli is at Buckingham Palace with the latest.
Prince Harry has won his major legal battle with Mirror Group newspapers. A judge ruling this morning that journalists hacked the prince's phone and has awarded him damages of close to $180,000.
Today's ruling is vindicating and affirming. I've been told that slaying dragons will get you burned. But in light of today's victory and the importance of doing what is needed for a free and honest press, it is a worthwhile price to pay.
Mr. Justice Fancourt agreed with Harry's argument that senior executives knew this was going on, saying directors turned a blind eye and positively concealed unlawful information gathering. The prince was suing the Mirror Group newspapers along with more than 100 other claimants, including the estate of the late George Michael, accusing the newspapers of illegally gathering information on them between 1991 and 2011 on an industrial scale. This morning, the judge ruled there had been extensive phone hacking by Mirror Group newspapers from 2006 to 2011.
Harry, this was never about the money. This was about taking on the big newspaper groups in the UK, the big publishers of the tabloids. And now he's won against the Mirror Group newspaper. It will give him a spring in his step for all those other cases.
Harry's team arguing the newspaper's behavior led to the breakdown of his relationship with then-girlfriend Chelsea Davy and caused him to suffer huge bouts of depression and paranoia. The prince testifying, quote, "Every single article has caused me distress," but failing to point out any specific examples. The Mirror Group newspapers have said the allegations are not supported by the evidence.
And Maggie Rulli joins me now, along with ABC News legal contributor and managing partner of the Cochrane firm, Shauna Lloyd, for more. Maggie, Prince Harry has been battling with tabloids for years now. So how significant is this win for him?
Hey, Diane. Yeah, well, this is by far Prince Harry's most significant legal win that he's had so far, and it's also quite personal. You know, Harry has said that since going up against the Mirror Publishing Group, he's faced intimidating tactics, not just against him, but against his entire family, at times feeling threatened. So today's ruling must feel quite validating for the Prince, Diane. It's also quite emotional. You know, Prince Harry's been very open, saying that going after and reforming the British tabloids is part of his life's purpose. And today, we heard a statement read by his lawyer in response to this verdict, and he says, quote, "I've been told that slaying dragons will get you burned, but in light of today's victory and the importance of what is needed for a free and honest press, it is a worthwhile price to pay. The mission continues." So, Dan, it's not the last we're going to hear from Prince Harry.
Shauna, what impact will this decision have on British media going forward?
It's going to have a significant impact, Diane, because what it's going to say is that there are certain things that are just not ethical, they're not legal, and those are methods that can't be used to gather information about individuals just because the public has an interest.
And Shauna, the decision set a precedent for other lawsuits against British media in the future, or I should ask, how does it set a precedent?
Well, what it shows is that the media does have accountability in how it gathers information, what information it can use, and what type of information it can go after. And so the precedent that this sets is that others now have an avenue of recourse against the media if they feel as though they're using methods that are either illegal or should not be used to gain personal information.
Maggie, one of the elements of this case that really stood out was that Prince Harry himself took the stand to testify. That's the first time that's happened for a royal in more than 100 years. So how big is that for the monarchy? Any word from the palace?
Hey, Diane. Yeah, no word from the palace, but you better believe this is a huge deal for the monarchy. You know, we know the palace kind of has this never complain, never explain. And when Prince Harry took the stand, he kind of did just that. You know, there were times he was emotional, he was close to tears. He talks about how the press and tabloids led him to have bouts of paranoia and depression that led to the breakdown of relationships. He divulged a lot of personal details. Again, he says this is his life's mission, even if it appears to go against how the palace has operated for more than 100 years. Now, will we expect more of this? You know, we know that Prince Harry has been quite personal number of topics. So this is sort of on brand for him. And I think after today's verdict, the fact that he got the verdict that he was looking for, it might lead to the change he's looking for. We could expect even more personal touch points for him going forward.
Maggie, one of the last part of his statement was the mission continues. So what's next for Prince Harry?
I think it's such a good question, Diane. We know there's a handful of other legal cases that Prince Harry has going on right now against the British tabloids. And during his statement today, he also called for the police to get involved. He asked them to investigate all of these executives the judge has said were involved in illegal activity. And Diane, what could get really interesting is that one of the executives in charge at the time was Piers Morgan. So we have some big named people still involved in this case. And if the police investigate, it's going to be a pretty big deal. Diane.
All right, Maggie Rulli, Shauna Lloyd, thank you both.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.